Oh, Lord
And I had to
Jesus.
serve Ashley Tisdale and
Oh my God! Are you fucking kidding me?
no.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I want to say she was lovely, but
Oh my God! I'm sorry, I'm pulling myself away from the microphone right
she
now.
didn't do anything, but she was uncomfortable for me. You know what I mean?
I would have given you the fattest fucking tip.
Oh yeah, well you would have been like, oh my God, hi. She was
Yes.
so uncomfortable. It was like I had to, you know what I'm saying?
I grew up with
like,
Ashley.
I'm fine.
Ashley explained that after having her first daughter, she was desperate for connection. She said she needed people who understood the emotional swings, the late nights, and the feeling of becoming a completely new person. She joined a mom group made up of women she admired, including Hilary, Mandy Moore, Aaliyah Michelle, and Meghan Trainor. At the start, Ashley said she felt inspired by being around women balancing work and motherhood. She believed the group would become a nice space where everyone supported each other. For a while, it felt like that was exactly what she had found. Then small things started adding up. Ashley noticed she was not being invited to certain gatherings and only learned about them after seeing photos online.
Ashley Tisdale is speaking out again. This time, she's clearing the air about that toxic mom group she exposed in The Cut. She's already dropped hints about it on her blog and TikTok, but now that mainstream media picked it up and found old photos of her hanging with Hilary Duff, Mandy Moore, and Meghan Trainor, everyone's convinced this is the group she's calling out. The internet's going wild trying to piece it all together, and it's clear people aren't buying her attempts to play coy. Apparently, Ashley's team is now scrambling to do some serious damage control. They've been reaching out to the press, trying to make sure no one drags specific names into the headlines. But come on, the clues are way too obvious. Fans are saying she's most definitely talking about those same Hollywood moms, even if she won't say it outright. What's even messier is that people are now digging into whether politics played a role in her being left out of the group. Like, was it really about personality clashes, or was something deeper going on? Her team's been trying to redirect the conversation, but it's only made things more suspicious. So here's the backstory. A few years back, Ashley joined this A-list mommy group that included actresses like Hilary Duff, Mandy Moore, Meghan Trainor, and a few other big names. By the way, that's actress Mandy Moore, not the choreographer. The group looked picture perfect online, posting cute baby photos at music classes, girls' trips, and cozy mom brunches. Fans adored seeing them together, especially since they came from different Disney Channel eras. Seeing Hilary Duff and Ashley Tisdale, two Disney legends, hanging out as moms? Total nostalgia overload. And Mandy Moore? She's been in everything, from A Walk to Remember to Tangled to This Is Us. She's got serious Hollywood history, and fans were obsessed with this mom squad's mix of star power and family vibes. But now that Ashley's calling the group toxic, that picture-perfect image is falling apart fast. Everyone's picking sides, and it looks like Ashley's not backing down from the truth, no matter how messy it gets. Ashley wasn't exaggerating. This mom group had serious star power. Mandy Moore's long list of projects alone could fill a whole resume. And then Meghan Trainor came in from the music world, adding even more sparkle to the mix. It was wild seeing these totally different celebs suddenly hanging out like one big happy squad. Fans couldn't get enough of their posts, baby playdates, matching outfits, and picture-perfect vacations. But everything changed after one particular girls' trip last October. Photos surfaced showing Hilary Duff, Mandy Moore, and a few other moms living it up, except Ashley Tisdale and Meghan Trainor were nowhere to be found. Just weeks later, Ashley dropped a TikTok where she revealed she had left what she called a toxic mom group. She even followed up with a blog post spilling that she joined the group after having her first daughter, but it didn't take long before the good vibes turned sour.
She shared that she tried to brush it off, telling herself she was overthinking things. But the pattern continued, and the distance became harder to ignore. Ashley said she remembered another mom in the group who was often left out early on. That is when she realized this was not a one-time thing, but a pattern, and now she was the one on the outside. During all this, Hilary has spoken out about not being part of the situation Ashley described. Underneath the post about it, Hilary left a comment. In her comment, she wrote, I'm not involved. Her comment makes it clear she wants distance from the situation and does not want to be pulled into it. She is setting a boundary and choosing to stay out of the conversation completely.
Ashley said it felt like high school all over again. Exclusive cliques, group chats she wasn't invited to, and that awkward feeling of not being cool enough to fit in. Ouch. Fans immediately started connecting the dots, convinced she was talking about that exact Hollywood mom circle with Hilary and Mandy. At first, her story didn't explode, just some quiet gossip online. But then came the bombshell. A few days ago, Ashley revisited the topic in an interview with The Cut, dropping even more tea in an article boldly titled, "Breaking Up with My Toxic Mom Group." That's when everything blew up, and the internet couldn't stop talking. Ashley said she thought she'd found her village, but instead it felt like being thrown right back into high school drama. Not long after that, fans noticed something major. She'd unfollowed Hilary Duff and Mandy Moore. That move alone set the internet ablaze, with everyone convinced she had to be talking about that specific group. In the Cut article, as well as her blog and TikTok posts, Ashley mentioned that the moms she was referring to were super successful, running businesses, launching creative projects, and building brands. That description lined up perfectly with the women in her famous mom circle, which made people even more certain they'd cracked the code. But now Ashley's team is stepping in and saying everyone's got it all wrong. According to TMZ, her rep told them it's unfortunate her Cut essay meant to spotlight her experience with a toxic mom group is getting twisted into clickbait. They added there's zero truth to what online detectives think they've figured out, insisting the piece wasn't about Mandy Moore, Hilary Duff, or Meghan Trainor. E! News also reported that Ashley's rep clarified the essay was written to shine light on a bigger issue, how some mom circles can be super exclusive, leaving women feeling like outsiders. Ashley just wanted to share what it was like being shut out by a friend group, that painful deja vu of feeling like she was right back in high school. Still, people can't ignore the timing or those unfollows. It just looks too suspicious. I mean, seriously, Ashley, come on. Nobody's really buying the idea that you were talking about some other mom group. The unfollows say it all. And here's the kicker. Mandy Moore still follows Ashley, but Hilary Duff? She hit that unfollow button fast. Fans spotted it right away, and the internet has been buzzing ever since. Now, while Ashley's been speaking out and trying to tell her side of things, some people have started turning the spotlight back on her. There's been all kinds of speculation online, with folks suggesting maybe the drama wasn't just about mom cliques, but politics. Some even pointed out that Hilary Duff and her sister reportedly drifted apart for the same reason, so people started wondering if history was repeating itself. Of course, Ashley's team wasn't about to let that rumor spiral. When online chatter started claiming, "Oh, she's a Trump supporter," or "Ashley's totally MAGA," her reps jumped in fast. They told TMZ those claims were completely false. Her rep even told them straight up, the rumors about Ashley being some hardcore MAGA type are completely untrue, and she's actually a registered Democrat. Still, that didn't stop people from talking. Even with her team shutting it down, fans kept digging for clues, convinced politics might have played at least some role in the fallout. Whether it was different values or clashing opinions, the internet's sure there's more to this story than just mom drama. And honestly, with the unfollows, the silence, and the timing, it's starting to look juicier than anyone expected. Back in September, Ashley Tisdale caught some serious heat online for a post she made about Charlie Kirk's comments comparing something to September 11th. She had written, "24 years feels very different from today, where we once were united and grieving together as a country. Today, we see someone die and blame his politics and opinions. Everyone in that building had different views and opinions. When we stop caring about loss of life, we are done." Then she followed that up with another post saying, "It shouldn't be controversial to say this, but even when we disagree or find someone's views offensive, violence is never the answer." Then she made it extra clear where she stood. "I stand for equal rights for everyone. Women's rights, voting rights, LGBTQ+ rights, everyone. I also support protecting reproductive rights and implementing common sense gun laws."
You have to just own it and be like, I can't show up for you in this capacity right now. It feels overwhelming and blah, blah, blah. I need some space. And, I've had to do it a few times and it's I always want my side of the street to be clean. You know what I mean? I don't want to make someone feel bad by like my actions. I'd rather have a conversation about it.
Now, those same posts from September are resurfacing everywhere since her Cut article dropped, and people are revisiting everything she said with fresh eyes. Some are saying her old posts show she's trying to stay neutral or open-minded, while others claim it's proof of why that mom group might have pushed her away in the first place. It's wild because her team's been working overtime to smooth things out and insist she's being misunderstood. But fans think the timing's too suspicious, with her political posts popping back up just as she's talking about toxic moms. It's making people wonder if this isn't just mom drama anymore. It might be something way deeper. Ashley didn't just talk about this once. She told the story 3 separate times. First on TikTok, then in a blog post, and finally in the Cut. It's like she really wanted to make sure the world heard her side loud and clear. At first, the reaction was overwhelmingly supportive. So many moms jumped into the comments saying things like, "I've been there," and "Wow, even celebrities deal with this?" People were relating hard, talking about being left out of group chats, feeling judged, or being iced out of mom hangouts like it was high school all over again. But everything flipped the moment the Cut article hit mainstream media. Suddenly, it wasn't just sympathy, it was speculation. Once readers started piecing things together, Ashley's story began to turn into a guessing game. Everyone was pointing fingers, trying to figure out who the toxic moms were, and that's when Ashley started backtracking. She wanted people to stop naming names and swore everyone had it wrong, but it was already too late. Let's be real though, those old photos didn't help her case one bit. The internet had already seen all those pictures from her mommy trips with Hilary Duff, Mandy Moore, and Meghan Trainor. She had to know people would instantly connect the dots. Her team's trying hard to play it cool, saying it's not about Hilary or Mandy, but honestly, that just sounds like an attempt to calm things down before it blows up even bigger. And here's the thing. Ashley herself said that posting online was a huge part of this mom group's vibe. She mentioned that the women were constantly sharing pictures of their outings on Instagram, playdates, lunches, trips, and that seeing those posts when she wasn't invited was a big part of what made it all so toxic. That detail alone lines up way too perfectly with what fans already know. So while her team's trying to downplay it, people aren't buying it. The clues are all there, the timeline fits, and the drama just keeps getting louder. If Ashley was actually in another mom group, wouldn't we have seen at least one photo by now? Come on, it's Hollywood. Everything ends up online. I've got this little theory brewing in my head about how all of this might have gone down, and honestly, it makes total sense. So picture this. Hilary Duff might have been the one who originally pulled this mom group together. Most of the women in that circle already seemed tight with Hilary long before Ashley or Meghan Trainor came into the picture. There are tons of old photos of Hilary hanging out with these same moms way before any of the group trips or mommy play dates even started. It really feels like she was the common link, the glue holding everyone together. Hilary has always been close with Mandy Moore, too, probably because they both grew up in the same industry and kind of rose to fame around the same era. They've got that shared experience of being young stars who transitioned into adult life under the spotlight. So it makes sense that Mandy was already in Hilary's trusted circle. Then when Ashley and Meghan became new moms around the same time, they got brought in, too. It probably started off innocent enough, everyone bonding over sleepless nights and baby milestones, but not everyone in that group was on the same level of closeness. Some moms had known Hilary for years, while others were still kind of the new girls, and that's where things probably got complicated. You know how it goes. Those long-term friendships sometimes get a little territorial. People start drawing invisible lines like, "I knew her first," or "We've been friends longer." Suddenly, invites get selective, inside jokes pop up, and the newer members start feeling left out. It's that quiet, unspoken competition to be closest to the person who brought everyone together, the leader of the group. It's not hard to imagine how that could have made Ashley feel like she was slowly being pushed aside. In groups like that, even a little bit of exclusion can sting hard, especially in a group that's supposed to be supportive. Honestly, it all sounds totally believable. It wouldn't be shocking if what really happened was just that the women who were already close with Hilary stayed tight, while the newer members, like Ashley, slowly got edged out. That doesn't necessarily mean Hilary was the one doing it either. Sometimes it's the people around the group leader who make it hard for new friends to feel welcome, leaving the leader stuck in the middle. And looking back at that October trip, the photos said it all. The women who went have all known Hilary for years, way before Ashley Tisdale or Meghan Trainor came into the picture. Maybe the so-called mommy group wasn't ever meant to be a long-term thing for everyone. Maybe some of these women just wanted to stick to the friends they already had, instead of keeping up a big social circle. Still, it's hard not to wonder if politics played at least some role in how everything went down. Sure, her team insists Ashley is a Democrat, but even within the same party, people can have totally different opinions, and sometimes those small differences cause big divides, especially in tight-knit groups where everyone's image matters. What really sticks out, though, is how Hilary and Mandy are still friends and hanging out, while Ashley is not, and actually unfollowed them. Even if she swears the story isn't about them, come on, it's pretty hard to believe otherwise. The timing, the unfollows, the matching details, it all lines up way too perfectly. What do you think is really going on behind the scenes here? So now, Ashley and her team keep insisting this whole thing has nothing to do with Hilary Duff or Mandy Moore. They've been saying over and over that people are twisting her words and reading too much into it. And honestly, I'll give Ashley one thing. I really don't think she's throwing shade at Meghan Trainor. Meghan wasn't in that circle for long and never seemed super involved in the mom group drama anyway. But seriously, what do you think? Do you believe Ashley's story isn't about Hilary or Mandy? Or are her team's statements just a way to cool down the fire while everyone keeps digging for the truth? This story keeps getting wilder, and I need to know your take. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm reading everything, and I can't wait to hear what you think about this whole situation.